I am shocked that people even went to TwitchCon at this point. It's a dying platform full of people. You've been warned about this for years, and you still let this happen. What is wrong with you? Why did you ban her favorite security guard? Why did the con do that? If she's a friend of yours, why the fuck did you ban her favorite security guard? If that guy had a knife, it would have been over. Why are you allowing +1s with no vetted security? If somebody says, I am bringing a +1, that +1 should be vetted as well. What's the point? Your situation has not only emboldened the people that hate Twitch, it emboldened people that like used to love Twitch and now see what you went through and are just gonna start a landslide of shit. You're not gonna be able to stop it.
You're suing a man and you ended with a fucking dog hitting a fucking drum! Oh, I'm fucking mad.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
So let's talk about the Emiru stuff, okay? I'm like actually kind of in shock by this. Like genuinely. I'm actually shocked by one specific idea that everyone was saying for months. Valkyrae and Cutie Cinderella, and I hate Valkyrae and Cutie Cinderella, but they were right to say, I do not feel comfortable going to TwitchCon. I am shocked that people even went to TwitchCon at this point. It's a dying platform full of shitty people. The streamers are horrible. There's always a drama after TwitchCon involving some kind of attempted rape, sexual assault, fights, interpersonal dramas, like examples like the Jack Doherty heel mic, fucking all that shit. There's always something that happens. And especially for women at TwitchCon, there is always something that happens that is a fucking crime, okay? These women, because of the unfortunate nature of the business, placate themselves to sad, desperate, lonely people, okay? And I see a lot of people going around saying, I don't feel sympathetic to this person because they just leech off of like sad, desperate men, which is like, yeah, you can say that, but it still doesn't give it like some kind of breathing room to be like, this is Emiru's fault. It isn't. It isn't her fault. You know whose the fault of this is? It's Twitch. The fault of Twitch is that they do not care about these people, but pretend that they fucking do. At least with YouTube, we know for a fact they don't give a shit about everybody. But the CEO and all the moderation team and all the people that work at Twitch want to be friends with all the fucking famous streamers. These people aren't idiots. They know these people. They know the struggles that they go through. They watch their content. YouTube doesn't care. This is why it's a bigger deal that something like this happened at TwitchCon than it would be at VidCon or anything else. Think about that really. Just analyze what I am saying there.
No homo.
Didn't that one PR0N star get her back literally blown out in a foam pit at a TwitchCon?
Yes, because they didn't actually do safety checks on it, and she smashed her fucking back. I think you mid for the 1 month. Twitch, titties, and Taoism, yeah. But I feel genuinely sorry for Emiru, because the reason that I feel sorry is because I see this woman, right? She's already dealing with all these freaks. And according to her, she wasn't allowed to bring her bodyguard of years who knows her stalkers, know their faces, know their habits, know these horrible things can happen to these people at any time. And they said, you are not allowed to bring this person when they have been specifically tasked to take care of this person, their needs, and know the problems that they're going to face. The reason I feel genuinely sympathetic is because she was not protected. She had a guy run up on her. What if the guy had a knife? What if he tried to kill her? What if he tried to hit her? Like, thank God it was just a fucking awkward hug to attempted kiss, as crazy as that sounds, versus something that could be irreparably destroyed, that someone's life could have been taken. Look at this. Emiru is talking to another, I would call this guy a weirdo, all right? Like, I don't know why you'd be excited to go meet a female Twitch streamer like this, but whatever. The guy did have a knife. Really? I didn't know if the knife thing was confirmed. Weird. That's interesting. So if he did have a knife, it's worse than I thought it was. Because I thought this was like a fucking awkward interaction. But if he had I saw something fly out of his hand, but nobody knew like what it was. Okay. And look at this. She's already meeting with some kind of like weird guy that doesn't really know what the fuck's going on. He's just meeting his favorite streamer. Look at this. Just watch this guy walk up to her. A complete disregard for the meetup with the other person, right? They just walked right in. They didn't have to wait in line. They didn't wait in line. They cut right in front of all of these people. There was nobody like standing by the division lines going, hey, you got to get back in line. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. She's like, get off of me. And he tried to kiss her. Did you see that? Look at this. Went to a hug and she tries to get off. And then the security guard comes running out. The shit gives shivers down my spine. Me too, bro. Me too. But look at that. The attempted kiss and then now a security guard showed up. Now, just shoved him. I don't even know if that's a security guard. I think that just might be her manager. Or some employee at Twitch. This dude did more. This dude did more than Twitch's own security that they touted as being protecting the entire event. That nothing bad will happen because of the Hassan stuff. Think about that. That's her personal hired guard. I keep getting told that it's not her hired guard. Okay, so my bad. I thought this was a random guy. It was her own security? Okay. Her own security stepped in. I'm surprised that Twitch didn't have at least their guards standing by the fucking lines. Think about that. You sent me an article on the 8th. Confirms people present at TwitchCon. All right, what's this? That armed law enforcement will be present at TwitchCon 2025. So they didn't even have any of the armed law enforcement people like hanging out in the venue? How the fuck did they let this happen?
Whoa.
Like, you see that? The guy tries to go back. Look at him. He's trying to get around. He's trying to get around this guy to continue to fucking assault her. To continue to try and fucking attack her. And no security guard tries to tackle this guy. Nobody puts him in cuffs. Nobody throws him in a cruiser. Nothing. Think about that. Really fucking think about the failure that came with this. This dude assaulted somebody in front of a group of people and nobody said anything. Nobody was like, hey, that guy right there. That guy right there. Nobody tried chasing after him. Nobody tried to say that guy just attacked Emiru. He needs to be arrested. Nobody did that. Nobody. How is that? How do you have armed officers, armed security, and not a single person is going to come up and try and tackle this guy to get him out of the building and arrest him? They let him leave the convention. There's no info on this guy that I'm aware of. He was able to walk the fuck out of the venue with no problem. Isn't that insane to you people? Imagine if your friend is a streamer and goes to this event and they get assaulted and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? There was no guards, nobody? What are you talking about? I saw the video of him literally being walked outside and then he got a 30-day fucking ban on Twitch. Think about that. The most enforcement that Twitch is going to do is a 30-day fucking ban. I know, after they got pressed by Emiru, it became perma. But I'm talking about, like, how Twitch responded to that. This guy ran up to a woman, unprompted, cut in line, tried to hug her, and tried to kiss her without her permission on camera, in public, in front of, I don't know how many people were there. And not a single person in this line, not a single person in this group were like, somebody call a security guard. This guy needs to be arrested. Don't let him leave. Nobody did any of that. And then Twitch's response is 30-day ban on the platform. He also licked her neck. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, this is sexual assault. 30 days for something like that? Twitch? Really? Really? 30 days, huh? So here's Twitch's official statement on the Emiru situation before they finally perma-banned him, okay?
Cheers, my dude. Love ya. No homo.
No one knew who the guy was except for Twitch when they banned him the day after.
So let me ask a question. Is Twitch giving that information to the proper authorities? Is Twitch going to give this guy's info to the cops so that he could be pressed with charges attacking a woman at their event? I weirdly don't think they're going to. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. Bullshit. If that was the case, 99% of the shit that comes out every TwitchCon would not be happening. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply upsetting. How about instead of like doing the lawyer speak, how about just say this guy needs to be put on a fucking pike? You know what I mean? It's completely demonstrable. It's a monstrous act. Maybe say something like that, but fuck me, right? In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement and event security were on site and responded to the incident. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They let him walk out the building. They did not do that. And he could just make another Twitch account. So I don't know what the fuck this is going to do. We immediately blocked the individual from returning to TwitchCon premises, and they were banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. We are coordinating with the impacted streamers team, and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. I really hope you give up that guy's information to the cops. I don't have a problem with that. We have increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point. We'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you're RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we are unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. Twitch has zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of the community. It is important to us that our creators enjoy their experience at TwitchCon and feel safe. We regret that their experience was disrupted by this horrible incident. Jesus Christ. It just smells of like just corporate PR. And I get it. It's a fucking multi-million billion-dollar company. It's backed up by fucking Amazon. You're gonna get a PR statement. But this statement, in my opinion, is not the truth. It's not the truth. Here's an example, all right? Look at him go. Look at him go. Still walking, just completely not in detainment. He's not arrested. He's not held for questioning, and they just let him go. They let him walk. Like, I don't believe this shit. I don't believe it at all. So here's a clip right here. Emiru was required to do a meet and greet in order to keep her TwitchCon show. Why is Twitch forcing people to do shit that they don't want to do? Put a video of what Dan was doing the same day Emmy got assaulted. He was breaking another woman's back. Oh, Jesus Christ. So let me think about this real quick. So Twitch, knowing that the women of Twitch, the streamers at Twitch are uncomfortable doing meet and greets with their fans. They know these things. These things have been brought to their attention 100 times over. Public statements were made by some of their largest producing female streamers, and they forced her to do a meet and greet anyways to keep her TwitchCon show, just so that they can milk the extra amount of money that these people will shill out just to say hello to this person and put her in danger because of that.
So I had to cancel my meet and greet because of the stuff, but in order to, I can't cancel my meet and greet and not cancel her show.
Twitch execs, when they have to do the bare minimum to keep their creators safe. Oops. Butterfingers.
It's not even a matter of butterfingers. It's a matter of just sheer unadulterated apathy. It's not even incompetence. I'm just going to say it. It's not incompetence anymore. Twitch being incompetent is no longer a thing. Nobody can say it's just incompetence. Oh, it's just a mess up. Oh, it's just this. No, this is full-blown apathy. They pretend that they care, but they literally fucking don't. They don't. Dan Clancy doesn't give a shit. The security team doesn't give a shit. The safety group at Twitch doesn't give a shit. The moderation team doesn't give a shit. They never gave a fuck. And all of these dipshit fucking streamers that keep streaming on their website do not realize that they are being treated like shit. At least with YouTube, we know that they don't care about us. With Twitch, they make you pretend that they care about you. They look at you in the face and go, we really care about you. We really want to do things to make you feel better, but don't actually give a fuck. It won't do anything about it. Stop. This whole incompetency thing needs to be fucking shot in the back of its head like Lenny when he was talking about petting the rabbit. It needs to stop.
Because of the fact that the reason I cancel my meet and greet is I don't want to be in the same place for 2 hours. Because of people being weird.
Okay.
And then I'm under contract with them, so I can't cancel one and not cancel the other.
Interesting. Oh.
So I'm sorry,
I kept my
Emmy.
meet and greet because I wanted to keep my show. Surely it'll be fine.
I'm sorry, Emmy.
I'm sure everyone will be nice.
So I had to...
Think about that. Just to keep a show. Because she wanted to put on an event for her people and her fans, and they forced her to do something that she didn't want to do. just to maintain that. The money that they would have got from the fucking revenue off of that, people buying tickets just to see Emiru's little TwitchCon show, I don't give a fuck about any of that, right? They could, the money's still being made. She's live streaming every day. How much more fucking money does Twitch need when they put their fucking female streamers in goddamn positions of danger? Like, what is the point of this? And again, you can criticize these women and be like, well, you guys are cultivating a group of incels, gooners, freaks, and all this shit. But like, at some point, if the company is going to put on an event for all of these women, I feel like the women should expect the bare minimum if something like this happens for this person to be arrested. So here's another clip. Emiru talked recently about Twitch banning her favorite security guard from TwitchCon.
True. Okay. Maybe I should. I had a security guard 2 years ago where there was a guy following me around TwitchCon, and he like asked him to stop multiple times. My guard asked him, and the guy wouldn't stop. So he grabbed the guy, but he didn't like hurt him. He was just holding the guy until like the con security. And then for some reason they're like, yeah, because your security guard touched, he's like permabanned.
I didn't even watch this clip. Okay, I did not vet this clip. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. 2 years ago. 2 fucking years ago. Wait a fucking minute. 2 years ago, she had a security guard stop a stalker. A known stalker. The guard grabbed him and said, I am not letting you go until Twitch security shows up to get you the fuck out of here. And they banned him? They banned the guard? He's security. That's his fucking job. What is he supposed to do? Stand there until she gets stabbed? So she's walking around and a guy runs up and just goes, yeah, and just gets her. Then the guard can touch him. Are you out of your fucking mind?
But he didn't even hit him or anything. He just like held him while they waited for like the police to come. And what the fuck? And it was like my favorite security guard. I can't have him at TwitchCon anymore. It was like, okay, like it was so sad because
Emiru, this is why if something like that, okay, this is where I'm gonna kind of like bash Emiru a little bit. Even though I'm sympathetic and I'm on her side on this, I'm gonna bash it a little bit. If that happened, why would you ever go to TwitchCon ever again? What is the point? Seriously. Just really kind of like contemplate what the fuck just happened here. A guy was trying to get to you. Your security guard did his job. And the company that handles TwitchCon, Twitch, banned your security guard for doing his job at protecting you. Even if it's in your contract, I would tell them to fucking die. I'd be like, get the fuck you. I'm not going. Unless my security guard comes and he is allowed to fucking pick people up and physically throw them out the building, I'm not going back. That to me is a little ridiculous. I'm not victim blaming her. This is all Twitch's fault. But like, if you're contractually obligated, try to break the fucking contract. This is bullshit to me. I can't believe they did that to her. So Cinna also puts out a tweet. I don't know much about Cinna. I see like random clips. A lot of these fucking streamers that have come up recently, I don't know a damn thing fucking about them. Apparently Cinna's like the new Pokemon, I guess. So let's read this. So seeing some misunderstanding with the Twitch clip of Emmy's show. My team and my contract specifically wanted me to do a show and meet and greet. When I canceled, we gave a reason due to not wanting to be in one spot for more than an hour at a time due to security and safety concerns. We pulled the meet and greet and my team, and I decided to pull out of the show for the exact reason because of our contract. I cannot believe, genuinely, that you are forcefully contracted if you get a show with them to do a meet and greet. They should not be forcing this stuff if these women are not fucking comfortable with it. That's why I think it's crazy that these women are even showing back up. Like, what is the point of going? I don't still stand with what I said. However, I don't take this as me saying I don't still stand by what I said with.
About her?
Oh, she will. Cutie Cinderella will find a way. Cutie Cinderella will find a fucking way to make it about herself, and it's going to be gay. To be honest, all of these people who came out with grievances after the Emiru incident are doing it for clout. Probably, but there are also... So this is the other thing, Shinji. If you look back on anything involving TwitchCon, right? There's always something that happens. An assault, a terrible thing that happens at this event. It always fucking happens. So I can't truly say that it's for clout yet. Because if someone came forward and said, hey, I was assaulted at TwitchCon after the Emmy stuff, I can't really sit here and be like, that's not true, or this is just for clout or whatever. I don't know if I can definitively say that just yet. But like, there are people that are going to do it, but I wouldn't say all of them. I wouldn't say all of them.
Cheers, my dude. Love ya. no homo.
Twitch nuts roasting on an open fire.
True. Dude, I love the fact that Ethan Klein, like, refuses to, like, back down from Cutie Cinderella. Let's see here. What they dropped the ball on, I mean that. If you see me at TwitchCon due to me wanting to help support my friend, I will now be attending the show. Wanting to clear this up because I think there's misunderstandings and I don't want anyone to think I'm being forced. Also, needless to say, please hold that disgusting man and any security that let him walk through accountable. Disgusting with what appeared to be completely preventable. He should have been arrested immediately, and it blows my fucking mind that he wasn't. I'm on her side on this one. I wasn't expecting that. So Emiru put out a very lengthy statement, and don't worry, we're gonna get to her like actual fucking statement here. I'm gonna move this one up and delete this one. So Emiru puts out a quick statement in regard to the situation. Hello, everyone. I'm okay, and thank you for all your kind messages. I'm sorry I can't respond to all of them. Okay. Yesterday, the man who assaulted me was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon and even in front of another creator meet and greet to grab me at my face and try to kiss me. Fortunately, he wasn't able to, but a lot of people have pointed out it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, he could have stabbed her. Like, he could have hurt her. Like, this is the thing, right? I went to one con ever involving, like, fucking streamers and everything, right? That con had zero security. I just, like, walked through shit. I literally didn't do anything. I just walked right into events and shit, didn't pay for anything, just kept walking through. Nobody gave a shit. These cons are, like, a dangerous place to be if you're a fucking creator that has a massive following. You should not be doing that. You should not be going to these things. I'm obviously shaken up by what has happened and was not the first time I've dealt with something like this, but to tell you honestly, I'm a lot more hurt and upset at how Twitch handled it during and after the fact. Man, shocking. Like I said, I don't understand how he was allowed to make it to me in the first place because they didn't have security guards posted at all. It's like every other fucking con. The security in the clip wait, Chris was on the loose? Yeah, that's how I almost got kicked out of the other Twitch con. Because I was talking shit on Keffels like way too loud, and one of the security guards heard me. And they were like, "Sir, Keffels isn't here. You can't call her a dumb whore." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I fucking bolted out of there. You could ask my editor about it. You could ask Core about it when he live streams. Just be like, "Hey, you want to tell the story of how Chris had to run away from VidCon security because he shit talked Keffels publicly?" I don't care. I literally don't care. I'm pretty sure you can even find a tweet of me. I was drunk at here's how stupid I was. I was drunk at Top Golf with a couple of creators of my editor. And I was wasted, and I'm just smacking fucking golf balls. And I was talking to somebody, and they were like, "You know that Keffels is gonna be there tomorrow, right?" And I was like, "Dude!" And so I tweeted at Keffels because apparently they were at the same city. So I tweeted at Keffels and I said, "Hey, you want to hang out at Top Golf?" And I got fucking blocked. It was a jar of me. It was a joke. I was talking shit and some fucking security guard like overheard me. Because apparently Keffels was supposed to be a part of the debate with Vosh and Destiny or like be there for Progressive Victory or something. And I was just the only plan that I had, okay? All right, because I'm not a freak. My only plan, I wasn't going to go up to Keffels and like physically harass them or like scream in their face or whatever. My plan was to, when they did the Q&A, raise my hand and look at Keffels and go, "Hey, what are you going to do with the $100,000 that you stole from everybody? And what about the drugs that you've sent to children?" Like that was all I was going to do. Well, I wasn't going to do anything else, all right? It didn't work though. She got COVID apparently. Yeah, but like that's the worst I've ever done. But like, again, here's an example, right? That's an example of a shitter like me who just wants to piss off another creator. There's no security, and I can just walk around and do whatever, right? That's like a minor case. That's more of an annoyance for the event organizers in Twitch for me to be like escorted out, be like, "You can't say those horrible things to this person." You know, like that's the worst that they have to deal with in my case. This dude sexually assaulted a streamer. This guy may have had a knife, tried to hurt them, all of this shit.
Melt into a puddle if she steps a foot into Top Golf.
True, Hannah, but think about that, right? Like mine was literally me asking a question and I would have been removed probably, right? In that case, that's a crime that was just committed. That's a fucking arrest that needed to happen, and they failed to do that. Like I said, I don't understand how he was allowed to make it to me in the first place. Security in the clip who reacted is my own security. Okay, so it is her own security. It's my favorite and usual security guard was banned from holding a stalker's arm to bring him to the police at past TwitchCon, which is like still an insane fucking thing to deal with.
Businesses usually do calculations on bad outcomes. In this case, it's probably cheaper to not have security, and if something happens, person shrugging emoji.
Nah, they need to invest in security. To be honest, they need to not ban security. Like, here's the other thing, right? If you are a famous streamer, God, I hate using those fucking words, but like, if you're a well-known streamer, right, and you need security, Twitch should not be allowed to ban your security if they stop somebody at the convention that Twitch put together due to the failure of their own security. They should not be allowed to do that. Those private security guards should have amnesty to whatever the fuck that they do to these people that try to attack these women like this. Like, if I heard that, like, Emiru's security guard beat the ever-living shit out of that guy in front of everybody, he should not be hit with an assault charge. However, there were at least 3 or 4 other TwitchCon security staff in the area who did not react and let the guy walk away. That's the part that shocks. There are 3 or 4 other security guards that didn't try to apprehend this guy. Their job is to apprehend these kinds of people and did nothing. They let him walk. For what? That a potential lawsuit may happen? A guy just committed a fucking crime. He's not gonna win a lawsuit. Like, holy fuck. You can see in the clips that they don't even appear in the frame, lol. The woman who's walking away is my own personal manager, and behind the booth, the only 2 people were checking on me and comforting me were her and my friend. None of the TwitchCon staff came to ask what happened or if I was okay. Wonderful. Really great security, Dan. My friend who was present told me Twitch security were also behind the booth afterwards, joking about how they didn't even see what happened and immediately laughing and moving on to talking about something else. Ooh, I'm sorry. They did what? They did what? If that's true, oh no. Dan Clancy, you got a lawsuit on your hands, brother. Oh, Dan. I swear to God, if Emiru doesn't sue the fuck out of Twitch, I'm gonna be fucking shocked. So if no one was checking if I was okay or if I needed anything, and they let the guy run away initially, I have no idea what anyone hired to keep the event staff safe was doing, lol. They weren't doing anything. They were just sitting there thinking nothing was gonna happen. In Twitch's statement, they said that the guy was immediately caught and detained. That's not true. It's not true at all. I'm sorry, but that is a blatant lie. He was allowed to walk away from my meet and greet, and I didn't hear he was caught until hours after he attacked me. And it felt like this only happened because of my manager.
An attempted assault and our security failures while there's a genocide in Gaza. Dan Clancy and Hassan, 2025.
True! Yo. There's a genocide going on. Don't you know? You can't be upset at this. Let's see here. Not because TwitchCon staff present thought it wasn't a big deal. I have a lot more I want to say, but I will say it on stream later today instead of writing a book on here. Thank you guys again. Sorry you all to see that. It's definitely my last TwitchCon. It saddens me to say after as of a 10 years off and on attendee of TwitchCon, I think other creators should seriously consider not attending in the future. I did not feel cared for or protected, even bringing my own security and staff. I can't imagine how creators without those options would feel. That's a good point. Asmongold puts out a tweet. All right. Love or hate Asmongold, he's at the top right now. All right. Him and Hassan are at the fucking apex of fucking Twitch. This might be a longer post. Sorry. To expand on this statement, the reason I said this actually has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Oh, this is stupid. Wasn't the reason. Last year at TwitchCon, Nymphal and Widewalker were sexually assaulted live on camera. Twitch made no statement and pretended like this didn't happen. That type of behavior is disgusting, wrong, and has no place in civilized society. Anyone with a brain knew that if this had happened to a female creator at the time, Twitch's response would have been completely different. Anyone with a brain had that proven last night. To me, this proves an undeniable, cynical reality. Twitch doesn't care about sexual assault. Based on the track record of, like, all these dramas that happened, all the Twitch staff, they're aware of these things. I didn't do anything. The lack of bans or recommendations. Yeah, he's kind of cooking with that one. They care about the optics of sexual assault. Yeah, that's also true. If they had cared, they would have approached it with men in the same way. This proves their motives are driven by optics rather than principle. Under that reasoning, it could be assumed that Twitch would allow the same thing to occur again this year. Why wouldn't they? They got away with it last year. This is what my true reasoning was behind what I said. Even now, Twitch refuses to apologize to Emiru or even name her innocuous to the uninitiated, but obvious to the informed. They are refusing to apologize because it could be used against them in a lawsuit. They are refusing to name her to avoid boosting SEO, search engine optimization, connecting the company to this event, and not to further spread her name in hopes that it will minimize controversy. In front of everyone, they put optics over principle and insult your intelligence by assuming you're too stupid to see it. Actions speak louder than words, and what people avoid saying often reveals their true intent. I apologize that sometimes when I speak on issues, blah, 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 blah. So he's kind of true. He's speaking fucking facts here. He's speaking facts, because an example, Twitch didn't do anything about Dr. Disrespect. Twitch hasn't done anything about the large streamers that have constant fucking allegations against them that are proven. Twitch doesn't care. But they pretend that they care. And they have favorites. It's not a fucking lie. They have favorites. And according to Dan Clancy, Emiru is a favorite. So why is the company that pretends that they care about their creators not naming that creator if they felt genuine sympathy and remorse to her? That's interesting to me. What the fuck timeline we leaving with absolutely golden? I agree on something. And this is a great fucking question. So here okay. What do I have to say about Taylor Lorenz, bro? What can I say that hasn't been said already? Look at this dumb, ugly whore. She's wearing a fucking mask in 2025, dude. Like, look at this pathetic fucking wretch. I fucking hate Taylor Lorenz, man, so fucking much. I hate everything about her, what she stands for, her sweeps. I hate everything that this fucking woman does. And of course, she's the one that gets to do an interview with Dan fucking Clancy. I wish there was somebody more competent in the fucking world that will actually ask these people questions. Like, say what you will about Tucker Carlson, but at least he pisses off the guests. It doesn't, like, kiss their ass now that he got fired from Fox, right? Like, come on! Like, get somebody who isn't gonna sweep for the fucking company that has their favorite people on it. Send someone in there that knows what the fuck they're doing, man. Let's see what Taylor has to say about confronting Dan Clancy.
And others. Obviously, we saw one Twitch streamer yesterday, Emiru, get assaulted by a male fan. And a lot of streamers have, especially female streamers, have talked about, you know, the danger that they feel from these sort of toxic, I guess, parasocial kind of creeps. What are you guys doing?
I love that Taylor's doing this about the women. Notice this. It's not Twitch. Oh, did you see that? Did you see the fucking sneaky little shit Taylor just did there? Did anyone catch it? Did anyone catch it? I'm serious. I'm testing you. Did you catch the spin that Taylor just did? Did you catch the spin? I'm just curious. Did you catch it? The spin, if you didn't catch it, is Taylor. This is actually a thing that female streamers have to deal with, okay? Like creepy guys that try to go after them and stalk them and all this shit. That's a real thing. I am not devaluing that. But notice how Taylor starts with the question, what do you do about these weird guys? Instead of going back and saying the words, Twitch has been warned about this multiple times, that streamers, female streamers in particular, are uncomfortable with the event, how it's organized, how they can't bring their own security, how they're terrified of coming to these events. How do you, as a company, prevent these people to come to these events? What do you do to actually keep these streamers safe? Notice how Taylor's going, she kind of just focusing in on the weird guy part. She's not really focusing on the Twitch part and how the failure of Twitch and them neglecting the warning of these female streamers is more important to talk about.
Doing to prioritize safety? Because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
The safety of our creators is the top priority.
That is the ultimate fucking softball. What are you doing about this? Instead of going, how did you fail at this when you have been warned for years that shit like this happens? How do you see the spin? This could have been a hardball fucking question. This could be like, Dan, you've been warned about this for years. You've been told about this for years. You're friends with these female streamers, and they definitely brought it up to you in person when you've met them. How come you failed to do what you promised. And Taylor just softballs that question to make Dan be able to dance around it.
The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society.
It's not a societal thing when it is your event and you have been warned for fucking years. You can't just blame society. It is a factor, 100%. But notice how Dan is now zeroing in on the question being the weirdos on the internet instead of the overall picture of, hey, Dan, you've been warned about this for years and you still let this happen. What is wrong with you?
I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want engaging with you and participating with you aren't there, okay?
Not possible. These people will make alt accounts. These people will continue to keep doing these things because they have a unhealthy obsession with this individual.
It's very different, when I use other short form content and people say all sorts of stuff, well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream, they basically don't bother me. Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment.
Do you? Do you really? Then why did you fucking ban her favorite security guard? Why did the con do that? This is a fucking pivot response. This is a pivot.
We're looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy.
What do you have to look at closely? The guy went up to a employee of your company, licked her, and tried to hold her without her permission. If that guy had a knife, it would have been over. That's a pivot, Dan.
She's a friend of mine, and so...
Is she? If she's a friend of yours, why the fuck did you ban her favorite security guard?
I want to see how we can support her. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry about helping creators, but that means there's always more work to be done because that's the world we live in now.
This is such bullshit. This is such... Oh my God, this is bullshit. This the most PR fucking answer imaginable. I want you to listen to this again and you can feel the lawyer coming out of him.
Of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry about helping creators. I want to see how we can support her. This is just sorts of stuff. Well, I can't stop that. But when I live stream yesterday, obviously was something that we care deeply about, securing this environment. We're looking very closely at everything that happened there, and I care deeply about Emmy. She's a friend of mine, and so I want to see how we can support her. This is just something we have to...
You want to see how you can support her. Dude, you should have arrested the guy. There should have been an arrest in that moment.
Keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry about helping creators, but... No!
Who the fuck is gassing you dipshits up? If that was the case, this wouldn't have happened. If that was the case, this person would have been arrested.
That means there's always more work to be done because that's the world we live in now.
Demi had posted earlier today that I guess this fan was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon. Why should streamers trust Twitch to keep them safe at TwitchCon? Because I feel like simultaneously this has been such a secure event to the point that even journalists have had struggled. It is very secure.
I hate this bitch so fucking much. Oh my God, I hate this bitch. Every TwitchCon has not been secure. If it has been secure each and every time, these events, these rapes, these sexual assaults, these stalkers would not be allowed to step foot in these areas. She softened the question. You know how you do that? Is you listen to the private security detail and say, hey, this is the face of the guy. Hey, this is the information on the guy that may show up. If he says, put my Twitch handle on my badge, if that name comes up, he needs to be banned instantly. They don't even do that.
But here's this man that just walks up and is somehow able to bypass all these things. So why should they trust the platform when slip-ups or, issues like this have happened?
Well, I mean, as you know, I think you toured some of what we do in terms of security. The reality is, even as you do a lot in terms of security in today's world, there are challenges that can present themselves as...
Yes, the challenge, thank God it was just a lick, right? If it wasn't thank God it wasn't anything else, like a knife or a fucking gun or whatever, right? But bro, the challenges are there, sure. The failure on your guys' part is to ban her favorite security guard that knows everything about her stalkers, all this shit, and is actually protective of her, versus third-party people that don't give a shit who she is and don't know who she is, the history that she has, or the people that she's had to deal with. That, to me, is indicative of the ultimate failure on your fucking company, Dan.
Especially when someone is putting themselves out there, right? And so, we try to work very closely with each creator about what they want to do and what works for them, right? So I don't want to get into any, specifics or details, but part of that is working with creators. And
I don't want to get into the specifics of our security. I don't want to talk about that. But we do work with creators. If you worked with creators, you would see all the statements that every female streamer has been making for fucking years about TwitchCon and have done something significant to overhaul this shit. But fuck me, right?
And, trying to find them right now, we're definitely, ramping it up to make sure creators know that we have the resources there to help them figure out what's right for them.
This company needs to fucking go insolvent. It needs to die. Oh God, Twitch needs to die. I get it. There are small streamers and big streamers that rely on Twitch as an income, but no more. Kick also has all of its fucking issues. YouTube's got its issues, but there's something about Twitch where it's this air of fucking bullshit that they give off where it's we really care about our creators, really care about these people. They don't give a fuck, dude. But Dan Clancy pretends that he does, and it annoys the shit out of me to no end. So Emiru actually put out a whole statement here in regard to the situation at TwitchCon. It's long, but I am curious what she has to say, because I've heard that there's certain nuggets of the Miskiff stuff in here as well.
Wake the f up, samurai. We have a city to burn. Okay, so, first of all, you guys will have to forgive me, because I'm not meant to be doing streams like this. I'm meant to be playing fucking dress up in my room, playing video games, okay? I did not want to have to do, a stream like this. It feels like I'm doing, a fucking press conference or something, but first of all...
Yes, dude, you're dealing with normies, Crash. Not normies. You're dealing with, basically, the most sanitized fucking version of a streamer imaginable. So, yeah... There's gonna be some cringe shit in here. Just be prepared, all right?
Hope you guys are all feeling okay. Sorry you had to see that. You know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, actually? I'm supposed to be going over my run-up show for my TwitchCon show, which, I am still doing, by the way, because, of all the work that the production staff and the cosplayers in it put into it. It's not their fault that happened. I'm still gonna do it. But yeah, I don't even know where to fucking start. I don't know if you guys can see this. I wrote fucking notes for this, because there's so much stuff that I feel like needs to be talked about. Which is also why I was very aggressive in my tweet earlier today, which is, you guys know me, I am never like that. But I just feel like, in a way, it's my responsibility, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about me, this could have happened to anyone. Honestly, for all we know, this could have already happened to someone, a small streamer, and someone just wasn't filming it. Which, okay, I'll just start this by saying, shout out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter, because last night after this happened, I was thinking, fuck, I have to talk about this. People need to know that this happened, how am I gonna do that? And then someone happened to post it on Twitter. So thank fucking God I didn't have to figure that out myself, which, okay, like I said, this is gonna be a mess, because I'm not meant to be doing these kinds of streams. I don't think that...
This is the craziest thing to me, is that none of these streamers know how to actually properly address confrontational issues. They're all just so sanitized. I'm not trying to shit on her. It's just I just see these fucking streamers, man. These people that just feel so detached from reality.
That Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral. And even after the fact that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security or if they even wanted to cancel their meet and greet.
Oh, that's real smart. That's real smart of them. That's smart. Something happens to one of their attendees and Twitch doesn't even offer for hey, do you want us to post up more security guards? Do you want to cancel this? No, Twitch didn't even think about doing that. Didn't even offer any of that to people. Are you kidding? You just had a major fucking scandal on the public stage and you did nothing about it. You didn't try reaching out to the other streamers?
Maybe some people were, but I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't. My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her. Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning, because I want to be able to run through everything before the show starts. The show starts in a fucking hour. Okay,
I don't know why you didn't do this after the show. I'll be honest. I'll be fucking real here. Like I feel like you trying to burn down the Twitch hierarchy is not that's something you should be doing after. But okay.
My notes are a fucking mess. It looks like a schizo board. But yeah, again, thank you to the guy that put it on Twitter. Thank you to the people that talked about it. Because otherwise, I don't know if anything would have been done or would have been taken seriously.
No, nothing would have been done. Nothing would have been taken seriously. Not a single goddamn thing. Twitch would have just let you fucking rot there.
Straight up. So I'm just gonna go through, from my perspective, what happened, what I saw the order of events. So I was doing my meet and greet, and I've seen people saying that it was an obligation given to me, like to be a featured creator and to have my show, I had to do a meet and greet, which is true. I was told that I had to do a meet and greet, but as far as I know, there's some people that canceled. Regardless, I didn't cancel.
Yeah, sure, Shinji, send it.
I thought it was going to be fine. So I show up at 4. I'm doing my meet and greet. This happened about 30 minutes into my meet and greet, so I was probably only like 20 to 30% done with my meet and greet. I was just taking a picture with someone else, like completely normal, nice guy. And then I see out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet, and he crosses in front of the meet and greet of the person to the left of me, which is a VTuber. So he's able to walk up and in front of another streamer's meet and greet, and then he walks up to me, and he's like walking with a purpose, you know what I mean? And he grabs me, but I'm like, wait, what the?
Oh god, it's a Rev tweet. I get it. Rev's trying to be nice. This dude is so fucking weird. I heard his wife is fat.
Oh, fuck, like, but in my head I'm like, it seems like he's supposed to be here, and then he leans in like he's gonna tell me something. So in my head I'm like, maybe it's like TwitchCon staff like coming to let me know something, because like sometimes it'll happen where you're at an event and someone will like come up to like let you know something, you know what I mean? But I'm still like freaked out because he grabbed me. That's not normal. And then he grabs my face and he leans in and lips puckered tries to kiss me, and I start screaming. You can't hear it in the clip, but I'm fucking screaming my head off. And then my security, Twitch's security, is like nowhere near me nor to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything.
I don't know how you, as like a man, can hear a woman screaming and not immediately go like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? It's like an inherent thing that I feel like men have, where they hear a woman screaming, they're just like, whoa, 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 like what the fuck is going on? I don't know if you guys have that. I do. Like if I hear a woman scream, I'm like, it's like, what's happening? What's happening? Is everything okay?
My security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, get the fuck out of here. And he's allowed to walk away and leave. Yeah, so then after this point, I did not see a lot of what happened here.
Which is like actually more insane to me that now that I'm thinking about it, she screamed, Twitch security saw it happen and did nothing. Nothing. That's like actually freaky to me. Like she screamed according to her, and the TwitchCon staffers were like right there, and none of them came running over. Not a single one of them heard anything. That's so weird to me.
This is just based off what people in the line told me. My friend Bonnie, who was there, told me, and Melissa, my manager, told me. So the woman who moved me away from the meet and greet was my personal manager. That was not Twitch staff. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on. My manager,
they let him go, yeah.
And Bonnie moved me to the back, and they're like hugging me and being like, do you want to finish your meet and greet, basically. And I was back there for like a minute, and I was like, you know what, like I want to finish it, because like of all these people here that, you know, they're just nice, normal people. And I go back out there, and still there's no one from Twitch there, and the poor guy that I was taking the picture with originally, he's like fucking mortified, and he's like, what the fuck just happened? And again, no one from Twitch there. I say to this guy, I'm like, I'm sorry you had to see that, and he's like, no, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Why am I having to tell the TwitchCon attendees and my fans, sorry you had to see that, and not like someone from Twitch or Twitch security? Anyway.
It's a good point. Imagine like having a situation happen to you like this, where you were warned for like Twitch was warned for like months about this kind of shit, and she has to go and apologize. She like felt the need to apologize to somebody about it. Like, why? Like, I feel terrible.
Okay, so I didn't see this. This is just what my friend and my manager were telling me. The Twitch security like kind of like got together after that, and we're like, wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't even see what happened, haha, and just like started talking about something else. So it's like, okay, and then that's the events of what happened, just to like line all that up. But I didn't talk at all about the aftermath of all of this at all, and I don't think anyone knows this, save for like maybe some streamers that I'm friends with that came to spend time with me or that I talked to last night. Whew, okay, so I finished the meet and greet, and I was escorted back to my hotel by my one security guard. Oh, and also, by the way, I've seen clips, people bring up clips of me talking about how my previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because at a previous TwitchCon 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a stalker and he held him by the arm until police got there. And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon. Like from all of TwitchCon, not just the venue, because that was in Las Vegas. Anyway, that, just a side note.
I still can't believe that. I still can't like rationalize the reasoning behind the ban of the security guard. My brain literally cannot fucking function with the idea that if I am running a multi-million-dollar event advertised and sponsored by the most influential company in the world, Amazon, and all of these women are here, I cannot rationalize in my head that a security guard needs to be banned because they stopped a weirdo from trying to get to her. Like I can't rationalize the reasoning to permabanning that person. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Worried about a lawsuit? A lawsuit for what? He held him. He was like, hey, this guy's been fucking stalking her for hours. I kept telling him to fuck off, and he did nothing. So I held him. He kept following her, and I kept saying fuck off. How is there a lawsuit? I don't get that.
Okay, man, I wrote down a lot of shit here. Okay, can I just also say, what you guys are seeing here is character development. I've always been the person who never says shit. Like,
well, yeah, you usually don't. The last time you were involved in a drama, right? Well, I can't put that in air quotes because she was tangentially related to it, but she had nothing really to do with it. The Miskiff stuff, because she like burst into tears and like cried about the situation. I shit on her for it. I don't care. Usually she's like a crier and she doesn't like confront this stuff. She just kind of like lets it go. So this is interesting to see her do this. This is why people are saying it's a bit performative, and I can't really knock them for it. But at the same time, she's willing to like go out of her station and go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. I'm just going to start burning shit to the ground, which honestly, I respect more than anything else.
I just want everyone to have fun and for things to go well. Why am I the person who has to do this? So anyway, after I'm escorted back to my hotel, I let some of my friends know they come to my hotel to see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything. And then my manager's letting me know.
Lawsuit liability. If the security guard injured the guy, Twitch could be held responsible for allowing him to be there in that capacity.
Yeah, I guess, but
No.
I don't know, man. I just think it's bullshit.
She says, okay, my manager, I've contacted the police, they're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy, they haven't found him. I'm like, what? Anyway, so at some point while I'm with my friends, a police officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner manager, who by the way, she's so sweet, like she didn't do anything wrong here. All of that happens, and then I'm complaining to my friends, I'm like, the fuck do I do here, guys? Like, I have to talk about this, blah, 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 and they're like, oh, like, don't worry about that right now, and then suddenly Wake's like, wait, why is my Discord saying Hope Emmy's okay? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I guess the clip got posted. Again, thank God someone was filming, because otherwise, I don't think Twitch would have said anything.
Plus, on top of that, they would have no identifiable information to this guy unless they use CCTV footage, which ain't as good as you think it is.
So after that, I start getting a lot of messages. I'm responding to people, and my manager comes back to me, and she's upset. She's like, okay, I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now.
Yeah, negligence is like a complete... that is so fucking understating. Negligence. Apathy. Total, unabashed bullshit that they're blowing up everyone's ass, dude. It's not real. All the shit that them saying, oh, it's a very secure event, yada, yada, it's all bullshit.
And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd crash the fuck out. This is what I would do if I was in this situation, right? Because I know Dan Clancy's there. I'd just be like, where's Dan? I'm speaking to Dan right now. Like, no, I'm not talking to anyone else. I'm talking to Dan. Like, I've talked to Dan. Dan's a friend of mine. You need to get Dan. And you need to bring him right fucking in front of me and tell me that to my face. I'd be honest. I'd be crashing the fuck out. I'd start a fucking problem. I am shocked that she didn't start, like, searching for Dan. And then she's obviously like, hello? Like, that needs to be a definite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like, we're talking about the convention here. So they changed it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Oh no. Oh no. The head of Amazon's security is implicated in this. It's not just Twitch. Oh, she needs to sue. She needs to sue. She needs to sue. Oh my God. They need this. She needs to sue.
Also, later the same night, I'm not gonna drop names here because
nothing's gonna happen, Avalon. Obviously, nothing ever happens, right? It's fucking me. But she should sue. She should.
I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying. Okay. Oh, also another
that sounds like a shot at Dan. That sounds like a shot at Dan right there.
detail. Sorry, my lines are all crazy here. My Twitch didn't approach my manager to talk to their head of security. It took them 2 hours to approach her to talk about what happened. And by then, she had already talked to police and called a lawyer on her own. My manager, Melissa. And they showed her a photo of the guy that I believe a fan took, by the way. A fan took a photo of him, not one of their security guards. They're like, oh yeah, here's his photo. We're like gonna find him. He still had his badge and his wristband and everything. The guy. So, yeah, I really feel like a lot of this process wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my manager advocating for me so hard. Which again...
No, they wouldn't have done anything. And to be realistic, your manager should have, like, demanded to speak to Dan. And you two should have demanded to speak to fucking Dan and put him in a goddamn headlock.
I'll get to that later. I'll keep going here. So they also showed my manager some security footage of the area. And the guy was able... He was waiting for there to be a gap in security. And there was. He was able to walk through the side, not through, like, the 2 lanes of meet and greet people who had signed up and been, like, background checked for my meet and greet. So he was able to just walk through because there just wasn't, like, consistent security there. Oh my gosh. And then, so yeah, that's basically my day yesterday. And then today, this morning, I was told that Amazon flew in their global head of something to redesign the whole process and security of the con for the rest of the convention. Why wasn't there someone like that here already? Or, like, they didn't do that beforehand? Like...
Oh no.
It's almost like Twitch is incompetent.
Oh no, dude. Oh no. Oh no. They had to fly in a global head of security probably to do an overhaul of everything. Oh no.
Hello? I'm sorry. So yeah, I guess they know that they fucked up really bad if they're flying in their Amazon's global head.
Yeah, they fucked up big time. This is like a PR nightmare for Amazon and fucking Twitch now. This might actually be worse in the eyes of the company, right? This is the eyes of the company, not the layman, right? I still think Hassan's worse than anything. No, I'm kidding. But like the thing is, right, is that we scream constantly that Twitch allows like horrible shit, right? Oh, they allow Hassan to stay on the platform. He's doing threats of call to violence, abusing the dog, yada yada yada, all that shit, right? Like I'm totally on board with some aspects of it. But like the company is not really afraid of that stuff because Hassan is like too big to fail, right? And he's a man. When a woman is assaulted at a convention ran by a billion to $1 trillion company, that's a different optics game you're playing for a company. That's a huge failure on their part. That's worse, like a public PR problem than the Hassan stuff could ever be. It's way worse for them. Amazon is so hands-off with Twitch and let them have send Amazon security guy and a guy's jobs to ensure the packages are stolen. It's crazy. Yeah, I know, right?
And also, I want to make it clear so that people understand this. I am so lucky and privileged, okay?
Okay.
Do you know how much I spent on security to be able to come to this event in the first place? Like, but I'm not just talking about yesterday, I'm talking about my security for, like, my RV trip that I did with my friends and stuff. I spent over $10,000. Some people who stream on Twitch don't even make $10,000 in a year. What the fuck are they supposed to do? Like, if you watch the clip, the security guard who pushes the guy away is my security. The woman who pulls me to the back, my manager. If you're a small streamer and you don't have those resources, or someone in your line's not filming, what the fuck do you do? No one would have known. Like, it's actually fucking insane. Like, I'm genuinely angry. Like, I am not an angry person. Like, it's just ridiculous. And, like, honestly, I genuinely think there have been other people who have been sexually assaulted, groped, like, who fucking knows, worse at these conventions. And just
It's not even I allegedly or I don't know. It's known. This has been a consistent issue of TwitchCon for like 5 years now. Like this has not been like a new thing, which is like the worst part about this. You have the stuff last year with the VTubers being fucking drugged. You have other stories of sexual assault and physical violence threats and creeps and stalkers every fucking year when TwitchCon ends. Every fucking year. And Twitch has done nothing to fix that.
just nobody knows. Because like
Far longer than 5 years. I'm saying 5 years is like a fucking baseline point. If it's further back, then it's further back.
I said, they didn't post any kind of announcement, weren't letting...
Sorry, what happened to VTubers? So last year, if you don't remember, last year, there was a incident of an after party where a bunch of VTubers were like roofied by someone at this after party that Twitch put on. It was like a complete fucking mess.
Other streamers with similar events as me, similar meet and greets, no, until there was like a viral clip. And by the way, they can't even mention my name in it. Thank you guys, thank you. And okay, hold on. Let me pull up what they wrote because that was another thing that was crazy to wake up to. Alright, let me read this. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply unsettling. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement event security were on site. That's a lie. That's literally a lie. And responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises, and they're banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. Okay, like, no one cares about online. We are
No, yeah, literally, nobody cares. It's like the most bullshit fucking thing. Oh, he's been banned online. And? Like, was there not an arrest made? Nobody cares. He could just make another account. It is not difficult.
With the impacted creators team, that's true, and per standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We've increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we're unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. You know why they said that? They only
But sponsored party at TwitchCon, so it was okay.
They only thought about that because of Melissa, my manager. She said, were you vetting people coming through the line? They said, oh yeah, everyone had to sign up, and they get background checks, but they're allowed to bring a +1. Well, are there +1s background checked? No!
I'm sorry, huh? Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Okay, so you're telling me that one guy with no problem at all can get through the background checks perfectly fine, but he can bring a friend, and if that friend is his +1 to the background check, to the event, he doesn't need a background check. That doesn't make any sense. Why are you allowing +1s with no vetted security? If somebody says, I am bringing a +1, that +1 should be vetted as well. What's the point? What's the point?
Melissa was like, okay guys, Twitch has a zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community.
Zero tolerance for harassment, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can just hear her go, yeah, sure. Whatever you say, assholes.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, I'm just tired, guys, like, I'm just so tired of... I've just had so many things happen, and like, stuff just happens, like, especially when you're like a creator, or like a girl creator in particular, but I just feel like I've been failed so many times, or lied to so many times, and I'm always like, it's okay, we'll figure it out. You should have figured it out already. You should have fucking figured it out already.
True.
Oh my god.
I can't even be mad at her for that one.
So yeah, that's basically, unless I'm forgetting something, the rundown of everything. But yeah, it's fucking insane. And
you hope Amazon take Dan's job? I hope so too. I kind of hope that they just like put in the most money hungry anti-content creator CEO, and he's just like, here's the rules. We're gonna have very high security at these fucking events. Not a single thing's going to happen, and we only care about making money off of you people. We do not give favoritism. That's what we need. That's what they need over there.
I'm not usually the type of person to talk about this stuff, but it's like, well, did I lie about anything? No. Like, what, you're gonna be mad at me for telling, like, the things that y'all did wrong? And, like, okay, so another thought that I had was, like, maybe, like, the reason Twitch said in their thing, like, oh, security immediately got the guy. Maybe, like, they hired, like, shitty security and they, like, lied to them so they wouldn't, like, lose their job or not get paid. Maybe if you guys had, like, actual cameras and, like, good comms, no one would be able to lie or have to lie. Like, why is it better to, or, like, easier to find out something happened in fucking Among Us than at TwitchCon? Hello? It's fucking insane. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys all that. This is character development. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Like, this was just the final straw for me. Oh my goodness. Oh. But yeah,
Wait, what? They don't have cameras.
I have been... Okay, something else. Sorry, I just keep remembering it. It's gonna be like this for the rest of the stream. I saw a thing that said I was in their like top 5 or top 10 most followed streamers attending this event. Again, if that happened to me, what the fuck is happening to small creators that we don't even hear about because no one's filming them? Like,
she's doing the right thing here. She's doing. Oh God. Okay. She's actually better at this than I expected. So not only is she making it about herself, she's making it about the smaller creators that have no voice, which that is actually going to bolster her further in regard to the idea of a potential lawsuit against Twitch if that does happen. Because if she starts the ball rolling, there are going to be other women, other men that are going to also feel comfortable to be able to come forward, file lawsuits against Twitch. Oh man, she's actually a lot better at this than I thought she'd be. That's a very smart move on her. Even though I know in her words, she's being genuine here. But like as a calculation, this is a good calculated attack.
Tweet it and like Twitch doesn't feel the need to follow up with her publicly. It's just I don't know. But yeah, I think I covered everything, and I've been a streamer on Twitch for 10 years. I attended the very first or maybe the second TwitchCon ever in 2016, 2015, and yeah, like I understand back then it was different, but I feel like. I know they say there's security upgrades, but it really feels like there's not. Like, another thing that happened, I forgot to mention. So the way that the meet and greet worked is like people line up, they come through, they take a picture, then they're supposed to walk through the back and leave. There were people walking through the back trying to come up to my booth, or like, I mean, not all of them were like malicious intent, obviously. Like some people would leave and be like, oh shit, my picture is bad, I'm gonna go back and ask for another one. And my manager had to be the one to tell them like, oh no, you can't, like keep moving. And there was even like, I think it was fucking Neon, was able to walk through the back of my meet and greet, and was like, oh hey, like, can I come say hi? And it's like, what the fuck?
Dude, this is great. You know what I love? I love that Neon is still like getting shit from people. Because apparently he like crashed out over this comment from Emiru. I don't have any of the clips. But like every single person that bumped at the Neon at TwitchCon just completely shit on him. Like nobody likes him. And it's the funniest thing in the world to me.
Like, oh my god, it was just horrible.
Like, I love that. I love that for Neon, that he is now ostracized as the most hated fucking streamer. I love it.
Into it all. And yeah, I was like, man, it's just fucking naked and afraid out here. Like, thank God I have my manager and my security and my friends. But, like, I just feel so...
No, Neon was reinstated on Twitch, I think.
Bad for, you know, Twitch creators who wouldn't be able to be in that position. Are you okay, though? This is gonna sound fucked up, honestly. I'm so desensitized to stuff like that when it happens, I kind of just go into, like, lock-in mode. I'm like, okay, I need to just lock in and, like, get through this. Worry about it later. So that's how I was able to finish my meet and greet. Like, my friends were...
That's interesting.
Telling me, like, bro, if it was me, I would've been crying. You're built different for going back out there. And like I said, I was going back out there and having to apologize to people in my own line. Being like, I'm sorry you saw that.
That's an interesting way of putting that. It's like, I'm so used to these things, I become desensitized. Isn't that interesting? That's an interesting choice of words.
I hope you're okay. And then they, of course, were like, what the fuck, why are you saying that to me? But I felt like I had to because no one else was there. And like I said on Twitter, like, I really wish I didn't have this opinion. Like, I love trying to be, like, the positive, like, oh, let's get together and have fun, everyone. I really, like, would discourage other creators from going back to TwitchCon, not just because...
Based, let's go! No one should be going to TwitchCon. Let TwitchCon die. Just like VidCon, let it die. Let it die, let it die, let it die, let it die, let it die. Let it die, motherfucker!
Because it was able to happen at all. And what happened during it. And the aftermath. Like... it's just crazy, like... Why would their PR team say that? Like, you can literally see in the clip that he's allowed to-
Why would they say that? It's because they're defending themselves. They don't actually care about you, Emiru. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about any of the women or men that actually make them revenue and money off of the platform. They care about the business. They care mostly about how they look, more than anything. which is kind of fucking crazy. You know, you employ these people. They have platforms of hundreds of thousands of people that watch their content. And you have people like me, the fucking leeches and dregs that'll amplify this stuff as well, even though it's minimal. And Twitch doesn't care about you. They don't care. They don't care. They never will care. They'll never give a shit. They never will do anything that you ask them to do. And you guys all need to recognize that.
To walk away. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate all the support and stuff. It was pretty crazy, getting all the messages and stuff last night. And again, I've said it like 5 fucking times. Thank fucking God that someone was filming and decided to post it. Because if not, you know what I would be doing today? I would be so fucking stressed being like, okay, do I have to disrupt my stuff that I have planned to announce that this thing happened to me and let people know that it could happen to them? So thank fucking God for that guy. Like, thank you so much for doing that. And I would just encourage everyone just to stand the fuck up. Stand up for yourself, stand up for other people, because if you don't, look what fucking happens, which is crazy because I saw Valkyrie, I saw Pokey, I saw Hassan, I saw Cutie saying, I don't really want to go to TwitchCon because I don't feel safe. And everyone was saying that they were stupid or overreact. Not everyone, but a lot of people.
I wouldn't say that they were stupid. Well, in Hassan's case, yeah.
Wood emoji, cookie emoji.
But let's be real here, okay? Let's be real. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It's like, yeah, Hassan is stupid. But like, there are a lot of people fucking hate Hassan. Like, I don't really feel sympathy for Hassan. Like, he's the one that caused all of those problems for himself. You know what I mean? Versus like you or Pokey or Cutie. Like Hassan's deal is completely different than your guys's.
A large portion of people were saying that. And Twitch's response to that was to be like, oh, don't worry, everyone else. We up security. I should have listened to them.
Yeah, you should have, to be honest. To be like brutally honest here, I could be sympathetic, but brutally honest. I don't know how you didn't listen to those warnings. I don't know how you didn't.
Because, I mean, a lot of people know stuff like this has happened to me in the past, and I just keep going. Like, I'm
again, not victim blaming. It's just shocking.
Kind of person that's like, you know what? I'm not gonna let a shitty person or a shitty thing ruin my life or like what's going on for me. You know what I mean? Fuck it, we ball. So I was like, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm just gonna be smart. I'm gonna pay for security. I'm only gonna do my show. How is someone gonna attack me on my show? I'm only gonna do my meet and greet. How the fuck would they get into a meet and greet? It's roped off with security. Nope. Nope. Lesson learned. And also after it happened, Twitch did offer if I wanted some of their Twitch security. I was like, I'm good, bro. But I was lucky enough that Clemens, who's one of my usual security guards, flew out from Austin, Texas this morning to be there with me today. Have to go to lengths like that. And I have 2 other security guards. One of them's Amazon's, but I have my personal security guard I feel comfortable with is like my main guy. And they said that they like changed security for the show and stuff. But yeah, I'm just done. Like, this is the kind of thing that it's like once you break the trust or something like this, you're never getting it back. I'm sorry, you're just not. Like,
that's fair. That's fair. This might actually kill TwitchCon. It might. It probably won't. Nothing ever happens. You know, the fucking soy jack meme. But like, oh no, this might push them over the edge.
It's not like this is the first time that something like this has happened. So like the trust was already kind of broken, and that caused a lot of people not want to come. Like for example, people were talking about how last year, Nick, NPLOL, and Wake Wilder, got assaulted. A guy literally walked up to Nick on stream and licked his nipple, which again, if that wasn't filmed on stream, would anything have been done? I don't fucking know. And they didn't even make like an official announcement about it. They didn't reach out to Nick, as far as I know. He was saying that last year. So if they did reach out to him, it was way after the con. So it's like, did they just not think it was a big deal? Is it because Nick's a guy? Like,
yeah, it's because Nick's a guy. Like, let's not even ask the question. Yes, that's exactly why.
Hello? I'm supposed to.
I forgot that Dan Clancy still has to go in front of Congress. Oh no, I forgot about that. They're not gonna ask him about this. There's no way Congress is gonna ask about this. They're gonna ask about Hassan's shit. You know, they're gonna ask about that, but there's no way. There's no fucking way that one of the representatives of the House of Congress are going to be like, hey, you guys treat people like shit. What about Emiru? That would be fucking insane if that is written into the congressional halls. Oh god.
I'm working on my Runner show right now.
They may ask. This might get worse. Wow, okay, I totally forgot about the congressional hearing. Oh no, I forgot about that.
I am still doing the show, like I said, because of the production staff worked really hard on it. and the cosplayers involved worked really hard on it, so I still want to do it, but this is going to be my last TwitchCon show. I'm doing it with Baby No Money and Will Neff, so...
Oh, ew! Baby No Money, ew.
Even though we haven't really had time to go over this in practice, it'll be fine. It'll be a shit show, but it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fun. Lots of talented people working in Twitch production, and, all that. It's, yeah. Whew. Anyway, how we feel?
What did he do wrong? He's just he is the most fake fucking content creator of planet Earth. I hate him.
Guys, yeah, I'm flying home tomorrow.
Like, he is so fake, it's, like, disgusting to me.
My security guard's gonna be accompanying me to fly home, but it's just sad. The world that we live in now, like, to me, I don't even think of myself as, like, someone that needs to be protected or, like, someone important, but it's, like...
To be fair, like, let's be real here, Emiru. Like, I get you're trying to do the whole humble thing, but, like, it's a fact that women on Twitch get treated like shit at these events, everything involving you guys. Like, you gotta just own it and say, I have hundreds of thousands of people that watch me. I need some kind of protection. It's like, whatever. Thank you, Oscar, for the 4 months. How's it going? I'm all right.
You know, I was talking about how, like, I wanted to buy a new hamster recently. I was thinking about how if I want to do that on stream, I'd have to hire security to go buy a fucking hamster. And like I said, I spent over $10,000 alone just to come to TwitchCon for security. I probably spent close to 6 figures total going to cons and stuff on security. And again, it's not like this only happens to people of my size. This happens to girls or guys with 50 viewers. What the fuck are they supposed to do? They can't afford that. It's like, you gotta just deal with it, not there, or you're... that's another thing. I could've fucking died yesterday.
You could, realistically, as crazy as that sounds, and it does sound dramatic, there is a potentiality of something like that happening. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I'm pretty sure a streamer was killed because one guy donated like 70 grand to her thinking he was gonna like marry her or some shit, and he like killed her over Twitch subs. Like, this is a real fear that people have to fucking deal with.
But yeah, obviously, I'm gonna be making my own personal changes going forward. I already have, like, for years, but I'm just really hurt and disappointed by how everything was set up by Twitch and, like, how it was handled after. Like, honestly, that was upsetting me more and making me more angry last night than everything else. Like,
well, it makes sense. They fucking failed. They tried to make you feel good. You felt fine because you've gone for years, and even though Twitch is a dystopian fucking piece of shit platform, you still believed in the fucking CEO that calls you his friend to do right by you, and they didn't. So, like, makes sense why you're fucking angry.
it's like, okay, you know, any person can be walking on the street and get assaulted. Like, yeah, it's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible. But why do I have to worry about that happening at the convention for the place that I work? I don't know if I'm just talking in circles now, but, I don't know, guys. Y'all wanna see my fit for the show? Ugh.
The place that I work, that is very interesting terminology. That is pointed. That is pointed.
Barney helped me put it together, and I've got the heels. Show's in fucking 28 minutes. Fuck me. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm just gonna try to have fun. Try to, like, you know, let the cosplayers and people that came to participate in it shine. And then I'm going home. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trying to remember if I forgot to touch anything else. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, this stream fucking sucked. I feel like I'm being forced to do a press conference because it's like, if I don't say these things, no one is going to, and then they're just gonna act like it never happened next year. Great, love it. Remember when I was just a girl in Kansas playing League in my room, and the worst thing that ever happened to me was someone said I was like a boosted whore in chat or something? Wish I could go back to that. What else? Shout out to my friends, all the people that reached out to me. I remember Lakari in particular was like, yo, Emmy, you need another security guard? I can be there. I'll make sure that I'll keep you safe. Lakari offered to be an extra security guard. I was like, oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, my brain is mush, bro. I'm cooked. But yeah, this was kind of like, I guess you could say, like, a climax for me in my character development. because this year already, I know there's a lot of people that watch me that are kind of similar to me in some regards in terms of being like a more like timid or like glass half full type of person or like wanting to believe the best in people type of person.
Emiru, I'm gonna. You learned it the hard way, but I'm gonna teach you all something. If you're gonna be a streamer, content creator, anything like that, don't trust a single fucking person. All right, don't trust them. Don't trust a single person. You could be friendly with people, you could be friends with people, but trust,
I still
trust needs to be earned.
Believe that you can be that way, and I still believe that I'm still that way, but I've definitely come to realize, and I really want everyone to really think about this, you have to stand the fuck up for yourself, for other people, because if you don't, there's a lot of people who are just going to take the easy, lazy route because it doesn't affect them, so they don't care.
Not even with me. You should always be skeptical, Rose, of everything. You should never truly trust every person. Everybody's got their own shit going on. And if that's their problem, that's their problem. I'm talking about if they come to you and try to like do some shit for you. You know what I mean? Or try to drag you into their shit. You shouldn't trust them.
Care, like a lot of people that were hired to work on this event. And I've been through so many horrible things. I don't want things like this to happen to other people, or at least for it to not be that easy for it to happen to other people. I do feel like it's partially my responsibility. I mean, not to like make sure things don't happen, but to let people know that these kinds of things happen, because they should know. And again, it's crazy that nothing was said about this publicly or to other creators who had similar events as me until there was a viral clip. But yeah, it's been crazy weekend. Crazy fucking weekend. But yeah, I love you guys. I'm not gonna stop streaming. I'm not gonna stop, trying to interact with fans in a safe way. Maybe no more convention streams, which is sad because I love convention streams, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't control the weather, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just really hope that nothing else happens to anyone else this weekend.
Why, Willie? It's not that gun.
That we're not hearing any more terrible stories. And I really feel like the only way to hold people accountable is to show that it's not okay by, for example, like I was saying, creators not going to these events. Because a lot of these tickets are sold via meet and greets, like what I was doing. And I really feel like I was treated like cattle or merchandise. Because
that's what you people are, though. Like, I hate to say it. Like, all of these people that got, like, AstroTurf by Twitch or become, like, the new faces of Twitch or, like, YouTube or whatever, you're not treated as a person. You are treated as merchandise. Like, that's the unfortunate reality of working with companies like these. You are a vector for them to make money off of you. They don't look at you like people. Like, I feel like that's something that everybody should come to realization on. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about anything. They care about the money being rolled in.
Why is no one there making sure I'm safe like a person? Why are the security guards joking and laughing and be like, oh, I didn't even see what happened? It's crazy, man. I wanna play fucking Mega Bonk, bro. So fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. And yeah, I don't even care if I lose any like opportunities or anything for talking about this, because it's fucking insane.
Based! See, this is what we need more of, okay? We need more streamers just saying, you know what? Fuck all the perks that these people give me. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Like, there needs to be a lot more of that in the world. Now, again, you could say this is performative all day long, but, like, the fact that a large streamer is saying this, and particularly one of the larger female streamers are saying this, is fucking good. Like, this is a good thing.
And another thing I've realized is sometimes if you don't say something, no one else is going to. Sometimes you have to be the one that, steps up and starts the conversation. And yeah, like I said, this isn't even the first thing that happened, because my friends Nick and Wake, it happened to them last year. And yeah, maybe just because they're men or something, it wasn't taken seriously, which is fucking...
Yeah, it's the men thing. Like, it's definitely the men thing. Like, let's not pretend that that's exactly what it was, because Twitch staff doesn't give a shit.
Insane. Yeah, stay safe, guys. Look out for your friends. If you're here this weekend, stay in groups. And I mean, I would love to know if like other things have happened to other smaller creators and it's just being drowned out because Twitch isn't giving them the same attention that they're giving me. I would love.
But this is the thing, right? Is like every time that something like this happens, the drama channels usually bring attention to it. Because every time there's been like a TwitchCon drama, right? Especially ones that are pretty big, those get talked about. The smaller dramas do end up being in those as an overall conversation to have about TwitchCon. But like, she is right. There's no like definitive zeroing in on the smaller guys, because the smaller guys usually can't say anything or do anything or have any sort of power, and it's fucked. It's fucked. It's absolutely disturbing that that's where we're at.
Love to know, even if it happened in the past, because it's fucking ridiculous. Like, yes, I know these things happen at cons, but when the con literally exists because of your small and big creators, it should not be this kind of an issue where it's like talked about to this extent. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would love to know. I think you guys should post about it if something happened to you. Like, please do. Oh, I need a minute. Sorry, give me a sec. Not just because of what happened. Yeah, I'm just very angry, not just because of what happened to me, but because of what it implies about other people. Because if I wasn't important, there's hundreds of thousands of people that stream on Twitch. Like, I don't know. I genuinely, again, I hate being this kind of person. I genuinely want people to be held accountable and for things to like visibly be changed. But even so, I personally,
it'll never happen. We've been screaming for Twitch to change for a decade. It's never gonna change.
I'm not going to another TwitchCon. I'm done. 10 years of streaming, I'm done. This is my final TwitchCon. This show will be my final performance, and then I'm going back to streaming video games in my room, in my house that probably has more cameras around it than TwitchCon. But yeah, I hope if this happened to any other creators, you know that you are cared about, and people do want to know. And yeah,
I feel like we're getting to the part I've been waiting for.
Yeah, that was a lot. Sorry guys, I hate the heavy stuff. Really hate the heavy stuff.
Cheers, my dude. Love ya. No homo.
TwitchCon is so bad, only use me. Blade saved 2 women from SA.
True.
Think about that.
I do remember the story of Blade, like, chugging the drink of that girl. Like, he would just shotgun people's beers and shit. And, like, somebody roofied these 2 girls, and Only Use Me Blade, like, saved their lives by being an alcoholic. Like, Only Use Me Blade got a W. Yes, that's a real story, Willie. I don't remember where Keem told the story. I think it was on Cold Ones, actually. Yeah, it was on Cold Ones. And there was a story, like, Keem was at a party with Blade, and Blade, like, just, he would grab people's drinks. Like, he would walk up to women and men and just, like, grab their drinks and just put them back. And he did that to 2 girls at, I think it was a TwitchCon or, like, a con in general. And Blade got roofied.
And I know there's
So, like, he saved those 2, he saved those 2 women.
Some people at Twitch and
Isn't that crazy that Only Use Me Blade did more than TwitchCon ever could? Think about that. Really think about it. The guy that has the world record for the most N-word usage on a live stream, an alcoholic whose legs are rotting away, did more to save women at TwitchCon than the fucking security at TwitchCon. Like, really, just, I want you to really think of that. This is the one time that alcoholism has saved lives.
Right now, please just listen. Like, people aren't saying this for no reason. Like, I feel like you guys don't get it or something. Like, I could have literally been stabbed yesterday. Literally, like. I have also seen people asking if I'm like taking any type of legal action.
Yes,
I am pressing charges against the guy.
Twitch.
The police.
Do it against Twitch and Amazon.
Else,
Twitch and Amazon.
Twitch
and Amazon. Twitch and Amazon.
Those, like, side conversations.
That means that's going to happen.
So I have no idea.
That might happen. That might happen. Come on, baby!
But I don't. It's just not okay. But at the bare minimum, I will be pressing charges against the guy that was there, obviously.
Yeah, of course. I'd be shocked if you didn't.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's also kind of funny. I'm literally doing this in TwitchCon. They just gave me an empty conference room to just fucking dispel everything. But yeah, I really feel like there's a lot of key people that are responsible that need to be held accountable.
Dan!
Really, there's been multiple points of failure for this to happen in the first place.
Say his name! Say Dan's name, Emiru, say it!
And again, forgive me if I'm just rambling in circles.
You are, but like I'm sympathetic to that to some degree.
But I do also want to say, yeah, there's a lot of people that work at Twitch that are lovely, amazing, creative people. It's not them, but there's definitely multiple people that their failure allowed this to happen. Multiple people, for sure. I don't have any doubt about that, especially because of the fact that they flew out the global head of Amazon to talk to my manager and my security guard today.
That's them trying to shut you up. I'm gonna be honest. The fact that Amazon flew someone out after the fact to directly speak with your manager, that's Amazon coming out of the woodwork being like, hey, like, can you not make this a bigger deal? Like, I can already tell what that conversation's gonna be.
But yeah, we're gonna do our show with Will and Baby No Money. We're gonna try to have fun. During it, I know a lot of you guys are still mad, but I prefer if we could just not talk about it, just like focus on the show and like the people in the show, not just be spamming like fuck Twitch or whatever, you know.
Okay. Well, you're too bad. Unfortunately, Emiru, you're not gonna get that. Your situation has not only emboldened the people that hate Twitch, it emboldened people that like used to love Twitch and now see what you went through and are just gonna start a landslide of shit. You're not gonna be able to stop it. Sorry.
Yeah, because like I said, there's a lot of people that worked on the show that had absolutely nothing to do with what happened yesterday. I would like for them to still, you know, be able to have a good show and, you know, feel like people enjoyed it, and that was fun. Because I didn't do a lot of work on the show. Like, I came up with a lot of the concept, but I only did probably like 1 to 2% of the actual setup and production. So yeah, I don't want to be unfair to those people. Yeah, I have to head over there in like 5 minutes. Ooh. I do have one more thing to say, but just give me a sec.
Yeah, I'm curious. Come on. Come on. This is what I'm waiting for. If they left this in this VOD and I don't have to, like, I'm gonna use that for Asmongold, right? But like, I want to hear the words.
Guys, no one's gonna be mad at me if I go home and play League of Legends at this point, right? Like, I fucking deserve it, okay?
No, nobody be mad. I don't know why you're asking that question. People expected you to probably leave. You put the Keem clip in the Discord? Yeah, no, I've seen the video. Oh wait, what? 9620. Yeah, I remember. I've seen that. Come on.
I have a weird mouth tick when I'm stressed, and I feel it.
Blah, come on. I feel bad, but I want to hear the words.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm okay. I'm fine. Built different. Like, I'm used to this. I would never want this to happen to someone else.
Yeah, nobody will want that. What's the other thing?
Creators. But yeah, I worry a lot for small creators.
Okay.
Like, not small creators, even medium-sized creators who can't afford 1, 2, 3 security guards. Coming to shit like this. I don't know. Just be safe out there, guys. Try to be smart. Stick with your friends and your group. And then as a community, we need to stand up for each other and look out for.
Okay, cool.
And the last thing that I want to say is
there we go.
I didn't really get a chance to talk about it because of, you know, all the things that were happening, but I kind of wanted to apologize for some people were talking about the clip of me.
Okay, guys, here we go. This is my happy merchant hands. This is my happy merchant hands. You smell that? That smells like Twitch aristocracy drama.
Getting kind of emotional at the end of the RV trip. That shit kind of just slipped out, but there's a lot of things that I haven't wanted to talk about that I think I will probably be talking about when I get home from TwitchCon. So,
what is it?
Just want to let you guys know about that.
I'm just curious, Emiru.
Yeah, thank you guys for the support.
What is that? I smell something.
And I should probably head over to
I smell that. I smell something.
the getting ready area for the show because I think that the other people in the show are already there getting dressed. So I'm gonna.
Blue ball? Oh, just wait, buddy. Just wait. I bet you money this is gonna happen.
Go talk to them. So, Alec, you can put on a BRB, and then soon there should be like a show starting soon. Thing will be like 10 minutes or so, and then showtime. But yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for letting me rant about.
What happened on the RV trip? Oh, chat. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. So, as you can basically gather, Emiru's going through a hard time due to the situation involving TwitchCon. the failure of not only the company, but the security and everyone around her, caused a bit of a break. Now, that break in particular is, in my opinion, me personally, this is giving Emiru an opportunity to out everything now, because she's finally fucking done being the person, the nice person, or the person that just lets things go. We're at that point now, chat. We're at that point. This is interesting that's going to happen next.
And the last thing that I want to say is I didn't really get a chance to talk about it because of, all the things that were happening, but...
Now, you need to hear us out, all right? I understand we just heard her say this, but listen carefully.
I kind of wanted to apologize for... some people were talking about the clip of me...
Here we go.
Getting kind of emotional at the end of the RV trip. Yeah, everyone's sometimes going through stuff that not everyone knows about. For me in particular, this has been, I've never talked about this because I never, wanted to bring it to stream or anything like that. But honestly, this has been a really hard year for me. Honestly, it's been really hard, 2 years. I've been carrying a lot of really heavy burdens.
Man, what happened 2 years ago? Huh. What happened 2 years ago, guys? What happened 2 years ago in regard to Twitch? In particular, the Twitch aristocracy. What happened 2 years ago? I wonder what happened 2 years ago. Was it, the Gamblegate stuff? Oh, it can't be that. Is it the Miskiff stuff? Is it the Miskiff stuff? Because if you think about it, Emiru did have a moment in regard to the Miskiff stuff, which I did lambast her for. Okay. She cried on stream due to the situation involving Miskiff, Adriana Lee, Crazy Slick, and Maya Higa, and didn't know, apparently. Wonder what happened.
And I feel like I'm the luckiest streamer in the world that I've gone to go as far as I have, and that I have people around me that really do support me and want to do stuff with me, and then I get to do cool stuff like this, and then I can afford to do it. So yeah, I'm just really grateful. But I always try to just stream with a smile and keep going. There's been times the past 2 years that well, everyone knows I do long intros. I don't want people to think this is every time, but there's been times where I wanted to stream, but I would be crying in my intro, and but every time I started stream, I felt completely fine after that. I'm just so happy that I love what I do so much, and that I can do so many different things, games and stuff like this. And I'm glad that people want to watch all of it, even if it's not necessarily their cup of tea.
Now you're saying to yourself, Chris, this doesn't seem important to be bringing up. Come on, guys, don't you smell it in the air? The winds of change, the winds of drama. Don't you smell it in the air? Because I do. And I'm putting money on it. There's either going to be something dropped on Miskiff or somebody dropped in OTK.
And, yeah,
got my big ass nose just...
When I first met...
It's almost Thanksgiving, buddy. Thanksgiving drama is going to happen soon.
Bonnie, Emily, and Senna all around the same time, I think 3 years ago. And from the start, I really wanted to be friends with all three of them. But for some reason back then, it felt like so many people...
If nothing happens, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm also going to be disappointed. But something tells me, and this is where my my gut and my knack for kind of smelling something in the air comes into play.
We're so far out of reach, and I couldn't be friends with them, even though they were so nice. I couldn't be friends with them. But now I feel like we're really all friends, and we really all care about each other, and a lot of it is for stream. But I'm just really grateful for the way that things are now, and things are honestly better than I ever thought that they could be. And sometimes there's things in your life or people in your life that maybe they're not good for you. And
oh, what was that? Did you hear that, chat? Did you hear that part?
Maybe they're not good for you, but they're not I ever thought that they could be. And sometimes there's things in your life or people in your life that maybe they're not good for you. And chat, sometimes maybe you have to make those choices to take those people out of your life so you can make room for the people that are right for your life. And I also think it's important to never give up. This whole year, I've taken a couple breaks, but
Something bad's about to happen. Something bad's about to happen. Something bad's about to happen. Ooh, something bad's about to happen.
I never wanted to quit or stop going. I was like, I have to keep going no matter what, because I'm so lucky and because it's what makes me happy. You can never give up no matter how people treat you or what you're going through, because you'll be able to look back and be proud of yourself, even if it's hard in the moment. That shit kind of just slipped out, but there's a lot of things that I haven't wanted to talk about that I think I will probably be talking about when I get home from TwitchCon. So, just want to let you guys know about that. Yeah, thank you guys for the support.
I think she was going to say it. If you think this is crazy, just wait for the next one.
See, this is the thing Asmongold was talking about. You see the connecting lines now? Do you see the connecting lines why I showed you the Asmongold clip in the beginning? You see it? That little indication from Asmon, to me, confirms my suspicion that this is about Miz. That section right there, it's about Miz. Uh-oh. Some really bad shit's about to happen soon. Uh-oh. Mizkif might be fucked, guys. I feel terrible for Emiru. I do hope she gets, I hope that guy goes to jail and all that shit. And I hope Twitch takes accountability for it, which they won't. They won't. So I just got said something else. Apparently, there has been a update involving a VTuber. What the fuck happened here? What is this about? This is interesting. So apparently there's been another incident at VidCon. Twitch staff cut a meet and greet with popular VTuber Chibi. Short blamed her for it despite Twitch staff being the one who cut it short. Instead of adding more security or doing something productive, they're just ruining the experience for fans who attend. Interesting. The staff have been lovely for the most part, but they wouldn't let me enter and told me to walk all the way to the help desk to get permission to enter with my meet and greet because of my wristband. They also cut us short and we didn't get to meet everyone. I'm so sorry. If you see me around the con, please feel free to say hi. Wait, they cut y'all short? When I asked the staff, they said it was y'all who cut it short. I can't believe they tried to shift the blame onto you. Oh, that's interesting.
He got off too lightly.
Well, yeah, no, Mizkif got off way too fucking lightly on that shit. What? No, we've always meet every person. Last year, we stayed for 3 hours. I think the line was too long for the safety and they didn't want us saying anything. What? Oh, that's sad. A lot of us had to leave because they told us the line was cut because of your voice issues. And they didn't typically move folk to a different meet and greet area, but due to health conditions, it was just cut off. What? But I never told any staff of my voice problems. I didn't even talk to any staff near my booth, only at the entrance. This is interesting. Can anyone else from my meet and greet vouch for this? Nags and I were told to stop. I'm so incredibly sad if it's true. I was genuinely so excited to meet everyone. They told us we had to end for safety. I never even told the staff I am sick. So I'm confused. I showed up and asked if I could wait for Nags before going out. That's the only time staff talked to me at the meet and greet area before telling us to cut the line short. So I'm sorry if all of this is true. Why would they lie? This is interesting. Yeah, they straight up told us that they were kicking us out because you couldn't talk anymore. We were ending early. We had seen the tweets, so we were like, oh, understandable. But then after the meet and greet, we met you, and you said what you did, and we kind of went question marks. All right. That's a straight up lie. I was feeling better and talked normally. Seriously, I'm so sorry. That's real interesting. That's an interesting development. So what they essentially did an overcorrection, I assume, from the Emiru stuff because, the VTubers are very fucking popular on Twitch. So they probably have double the viewership that fucking Emiru does. So it makes sense for the overcorrection and being like, okay, we're going to do like shorter meetups and like meet and greets. Like I could see that. But the whole like story of two independent individuals coming to the same storyline of they told us that you were sick. And we couldn't do the meet and greet with you. That's interesting. That's interesting that they tried to put the onus on the streamer in of itself instead of just saying we didn't feel comfortable. Like if Twitch turned around and just said, hey, like there's too many people here. We didn't feel comfortable to actually have individuals here at this event anymore, or the size and scope of the fan base is too big. We can't manage this. It would make more sense if they did it that way. That doesn't make any sense to me. Interesting.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you Core for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the lolcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there, and we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often, so make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.